Alright, we're a little bit late. But I'm pretty sure this is the winner bracket final. And I thought Jetlag would be trained fully for this one. Interesting that they're 1-0 down. Alright, we should be ready now. Maybe I forgot to do something. I just tried to start the stream quickly when I realized that this thing is still going on. So first round draw. Let's see if all of them make it here. Onto the quarter pipe jump. Yeah, that's a respawn. But Brandon got it really slow too. Once again, it decides the entire round. It's so bad. And nothing happens for like 25 seconds. Another respawn for Baywak, but he's too far behind anyway. J-Swag also behind, but let's see a split. So Mata shouldn't be able to go safe here. He has to risk with this. Yeah, J-Swag goes safe. Does it cost him? Looks like it will.
Good evening.
Okay, good evening, Fire Lion. Terrible decision there by J-Swag. But again, it's hard to tell because they went different ways. So maybe he clipped and couldn't go risky. He didn't have the gap to make sure he stays ahead of Bren. So unless he clipped, that was a terrible decision. In my testing yesterday, it was a 0.6 that you need. You want to be over 0.6 ahead. Otherwise, you just go risky. That was a weird mistake by Baywak. Well, the other three will make it. And then J-Swag touches on landing. Bren... no. This map, 3 respawns already, and we're 20 seconds in. So Mada the only one who's still in it. Plus 12 for both. Yeah, this one might be over. It's a very precise map, so definitely fits wheel. And Mada is also comfortable in all the cameras. And for the big jump, Cam 3 is a pretty big advantage. Like, just being comfortable knowing where the rest of your car is really important there. Yeah, Mada jump maxing won't really matter that he hit. He's just so far ahead. 120. So it's not just in matchmaking that these rounds happen. Ace. 7-1, huge lead. They should get this done. Seems like Mada and J-Swag have the best stats so far across the first 2 maps. Now let's see what Baywak is up to. How is he crashing there again? Another early mistake that should never happen. And J-Swag is out. Baywak with a respawn. Does he even have the speed here? Alright, he makes it, but... Mada also with a respawn. This is esports in 2025. Once again, all the players are spread out by respawns. And there's absolutely nothing happening after that part. Let's just see what Bren does. He can go risky here if he wants to. He can afford a few respawns even. Yeah, he gets it. Pretty good time. So Baywak will prevent the ace. Give Mahi another chance. Nine-2 now. They need 3 aces. Victory. Which is highly unlikely on a map like this. That also sucks. That transition is terrible. Not already with a respawn. Baywak with a mistake. It's only Bren. After, what, 10 seconds? Let's stay on board with J-Swag. This time he makes it. Baywak also makes it. Mada with another respawn, but Bren will make it, and this is what matters. Bren just needs second or better. And it's gonna be enough. And he has 10 seconds now, as Baywak has respawned. Should be no problem for him. Mada has even overtaken Baywak. Just a few more jumps left. Yeah, that's fine. When you're this far ahead, that's perfectly fine. Knows exactly what he needs to do. Oh no. And he does finish. He does in the end finish. Barely. Yeah, that's the issue. When you go safe, you don't have enough speed to overjump the hole. So you will clip if you jump near it. If you go risky, you just overjump straight into the finish. You don't have to worry about the hole. But either way, Jetlag get it. Mahi nowhere near. Yeah, this is the new map, isn't it? And this is what I'm most interested in. Because I gotta practice this today. So let's see how they drive this. Inside start seems to be the best, but hitting the pole there is not that good. How much does it cost him? Oh, Baywak hits the checkpoint. And J-Swag already 0.9 behind almost. Onto the quarter pipe jump. Over jumps by a lot. And Mada and Brand seem pretty good here. This is by far the most normal map of the map pack. You don't need anything crazy. Just a few Neo slides here and there. Well-timed releases, and that's it. Should be the easiest map to learn. Easiest map to drive. Now this weird release where you want to angle the car a little bit to the left so you don't jump straight forward. And it seems like it's really difficult to catch up if you make a mistake early on. That is gonna be the ace for Jetlag. Little mistake by Mada, but not enough for J-Swag to overtake him. Brand said it's his favorite map out of 2 stages. Yeah, I can see why. It's full road, and there's nothing crazy. If you're good at the game, you're gonna be good at this automatically. Without having to put in a lot of time, like into some of the other maps. Yeah, Baywak is not on it today at all. At least from what I've seen, like 71% crashes. It's not the one. It's gonna be hard to beat jet lag. We should be trained at this point. The pipe map is also out of the way. That was the map that Mahi won. So the remaining maps are more normal, and if a player is crashing this much, then normal maps will go into the favor of the other team for sure. I should never crash that. He's crashing on easy parts. That's the thing I've noticed. It was the same on beginnings too. He's not crashing the big jump or the precision jumps. Like, he's crashing the starts. A new PB by Brent. I think that's pretty good. Don't know what the online world record is. Oh, it's here. Victory. This is pretty good then. The Grenade time is probably far from max too. We'll check that out later. It's like he hasn't really practiced this map. So, might be 2-1 jet lag here. And then I have no clue what the next map will be. Yeah, jet lag always create a gap to this point already. And there's just no way for JSwag to catch up anymore. Oh, there's a mistake by Mada. Luckily, we got a release there anyway, so he gets saved. That's too low. Yeah, another ace. Brand dominating this so far. I know Mahi won sideswipe in the first regional of stage 2. So if that's map 4, then maybe they have a chance. A good start by Baywek for once. There's a mistake by Bren. First on the map, and then Baywek with a respawn. Again, he crashed the easiest part, probably. You just gotta jump. There's nothing there. 8.5 second respawn. This is still enough for Jet Lag to win. Oh, JSwag is trying. Different approaches, and it seems like the tighter approach has paid off for Mada. Again, you always want to release as early as possible and then full speed the rest of the way. Only release later if you absolutely have to. And that is gonna be enough. New PB by Mada, 4000s. It's gonna be enough because Baywek is super far behind. Victory. Yeah, another easy win. Second in a row. Oh, it's Supercross. Who picked this? So Mahi picked this one. Picks make sense. Does this style of map suit you? The previous one, yes. This map, no. I hate this one. Let's see, it was picked by Mahi. They did win the previous regional, so they should be trained here at least. Hey, Baywek has not crashed the start. That's already a huge improvement. So we might actually have a battle here. Oh, not Baywek again. And with those few mistakes, Mada already really far ahead. But things can definitely go wrong on this map, so he's not in the clear yet. Okay, that's new. We need to keep an eye on that to see if it's actually faster, because it didn't look like it. And there goes Mada. From first to last because of a bad bounce. Up to Bren now to get at least second. However, it's looking good for first, but one random slowdown here and he could get third. Avoids all of them. Different finishes. That's gonna be enough. That is not a good time. Usually in top level matches. Yeah, they're good. They just didn't seem that trained on the new map. And beginnings was a disaster. Oh, Brand sliding there, we'll lose a lot with that. You want a no slide right before the jump. Baywek hits the checkpoint. He is really having a bad match. There's nothing going right for him. And J-Swag has seemingly lost the gear. But we need to stay on board with him to see if he's gonna do the ice slide again. It was 0.55. It's still 55. Next checkpoint. Mada failed. It's around the same. It was around like 22, 23 compared to Bren. Feels like he doesn't gain or lose anything with that. Oh, that's good by J-Swag. Bran also losing a lot. Touches the ground before Mada. And J-Swag will get it by 100. Baywek needs to pull himself together because it's a 1v3 now. I don't think I've seen one good round from him so far. This is only the winner bracket final, so there will most likely be a rematch later. Like, it's not the end of the world if he continues to play like this, as long as he plays better later. Oh, drops the gear, but gets it early enough, at least. Nice, 30. Now they're all doing it. Not sure if Brand does it, but Mada definitely did right now. Interesting, we'll have to check it out later. So nobody really close to someone else right now. Well, Mada losing a lot though. Cannot make it over the hill. And J-Swag with another round win. 3 draws so far. Draw. Let's see if Bran also does it. So far, J-Swag has been doing really well. It's just he cannot do it alone. And the times are not amazing in the slightest. Like, jet lag are more than beatable here. Brent has a bad start almost every round. Mada always messes up somewhere later. They don't look anywhere near as good as on beginnings or air control. Oh, Brent with a touch will be able to make this easily. See, he doesn't do it. He just drives straight. Interesting. And right now, Baywek is first. This is something we haven't seen before. Chance for Mahi. How did Mada not get a slowdown with that? That's a good ice slide. We have a fight for second. Oh, that's bad by Mada. J-Swag also bumping around, but it should be enough because he gets the flip-flop. And that's it. Ace for Mahi. Finally good round by Baywag. Then immediately they ace. Right, it's looking good for them now. They have definitely looked like the better team here. Mostly due to J-Swag winning the majority of the rounds. So as long as Baywag can keep it up, it should be theirs. Look at Brun. Another poor start. He's sliding there, but Baywag with another mistake. Well, the good thing for Mahi is that at this point, J-Swag can pretty much win this on his own. Alright, let's see the strat. So Brent was 55 behind. Now it's 54. But this checkpoint is too far away. It's hard to judge. Doesn't feel like it really gains anything. Maybe it's just a preference thing. Or maybe they're not doing it right. J-Swag touches the fence. Goes from first to third. Maybe he cannot do it on his own. And just like that, that's an ace for Jetlag. First big mistake by J-Swag. This map is so cool. I would think you're being sarcastic, but we all know you like Bob. Can Baywek just survive? A good ice slide. Yeah, that's good enough. Gets into first. Brent once again in last here. But he doesn't really make mistakes after this part. Oh, J-Swig struggling. But Mada has already touched, and Mahi are in a very good position again. This time it feels like J-Swig pulled just a little bit further ahead of Brent with that. I like good bob as I like any good style. There's unfortunately no good bob. A huge chance for Mahi again to go back up to a 3-point lead. Looks good for both of them. There's no way Brent catches this unless they miss the finish. Usually when you lose and it's a close match, you can always pinpoint the exact moment. What was that? What kind of horn was that? But yeah, this is gonna be the moment. Definitely. How funny that everyone put a lot of time practicing first set of maps, yet YOLOing this one. Yeah, because the players didn't get any breaks. It was global playoffs straight into the first APAC tournament. There was no break in between. It's just too much. Man. They're gonna lose this. And they really shouldn't. I mean, that should never happen, what happened last round. The final jump is not that difficult. You'll rarely see mistakes there, unless the players are within 100 both and they're fully maxing the jump. But he had a gap. And there's the respawn by J-Swag and it's over. Ran slow, but I think the gap is too big. Has to release. Nah, he's not gonna miss. Yeah, as I said, that's the exact moment they lost it. Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't driven a better time so far in a match. Oh, J-Swag's struggling a bit. Going wide everywhere where you want to go tight. Has to release a lot. Oh, cannot make the jump. AWEC cannot make the jump either. And that's a double respawn for Mahi. Huge chance for Restless to ace immediately. I mean, that looked like a horrible start for J-Swag from the very beginning. And things just kept getting worse and worse. I mean, Restless can just chill at this point. They just go nice and easy. They've got this in the bag. Yeah, just huge release. That's perfectly fine. You can drop the gear. Another respawn for Baywak. That looks good enough. Just gotta make sure to jump high here. Because he didn't have a lot of speed and... yeah, that's good. One more jump for both of them. Looks good for Cobra, and it's good for Kelv as well. 3-0. They could not have asked for an easier round. To be fair, the spot where Mahi failed is the most difficult one on the entire map. It's not like they failed an easy drift or anything like that. Sorry, what? What are they doing here? Another respawn for Baywak, but this time it's Kelv also with a respawn. And I would imagine J-Swag is faster than Cobra here. So Mahi might be able to get a victory from this. As J-Swag is getting closer. Little bump. That's fine. Good landing. But that's not good. How do you miss the road there? Cobra back in first. Baywak had another respawn. And the splits are not really changing. So he is in last indeed. J-Swag with a lower jump. He is lagging a little bit, but it should be enough to secure first. Might not mean a lot though, because Baywak keeps respawning. Can Kelv just make the jump? That looks good. There's the first draw. That is perfectly fine for Restless. They would be more than happy to draw it out. Both Mahi players seem to be really struggling with the start. This is the best one yet. Poor drift for Baywak as well, doesn't get much exit speed. But will at least make the jump for the first time. Chance for Mahi now to equal the score. Good outside. Got different lines. Baywak drops the gear. Still in a fight for that second place. Onto the second hoop. Drops the gear, but it's fine because Cobra does the same. Then strikes back on dirt. What a fight this is for second. And this is really important for Restless. As Baywak crashes, we'll lose a lot there. Cobra overjumps. J-Swag misses completely. Has to respawn. Kelv also with a respawn. But with Cobra in first, that is still gonna be really good for Restless. This point doesn't really matter if Kelv even finishes. J-Swag. And just to find his way to the finish line, and Kelv will not be able to finish, but it doesn't matter. Fourth player does not have to finish. It doesn't change anything. Yet another draw. Is he drunk or what? Let's see their first jump. This is the most difficult one, and everyone makes it. Oh, not the best NASCAR there for Kelv. Allows a Baywak to overtake him for third. And Cobra is playing really well, actually. Definitely the best player so far. Oh, J-Swag, huge mistake, has to respawn. So now it's up to Baywak to defend, and he's been shaky to say the least so far. Needs to make sure he gets at least second here. Alright, so far so good. He might have more speed for this. Different release points. Nobody clips on the right. Like, how does that even happen there? Then Restless should get another ace here. Looks good for both of them. They were able to completely save it because they were under no pressure whatsoever. That's HG Restless. I did not see this map going this way at all. Just mistake after mistake after mistake for Mahi. There is no way he's on 50% crashes. He's crashed every single round. Once again, the stats are not statting. They look very untrained here. Who was that? That was Kelva flying and will turtle into the checkpoint. It's up to Cobra now. He needs to make sure he gets second here. Get that 1 point. And to get 1 point closer to safety. Oh no. Oh, that is bad. That is a huge throw. He has failed. One of the easier parts, but Baywak gives the favor back. And he is really far behind now. This should be enough of a gap. I mean, he's even last, actually. It's a 4-second gap now. And there's not really a big difference between a draw and a loss here for Restless, because they're gonna be on 9 either way. Oh, that's too low. That's way too low. Where's Baywak? Have they actually thrown this away? Baywak? How does he get second in this round? How are Restless throwing this away? Both of them were ahead of Baywak, and both failed the identity. No way they lose after being 8-2 up, and one of the opposition players is 8 seconds behind. Surely that cannot happen. That looks good this time. All 4 make it. That is a terrible release timing. And Mahi definitely have a chance right now. Cobra around 0.3 ahead of Baywak. But he can definitely catch up. Just one low jump here with a good landing where he keeps gear 3. But unfortunately he drops down to gear 2, however, doesn't really lose much. Still 0.4. He needs to find a way to second. Gets the drift. Has come a little bit closer. Goes for a lower jump. And that's gonna work. He is pulling away. Are they gonna equalize the score here? All in this last jump. And Baywak gets stuck. And that is huge. This is 9-7 now. So we are going to the decider round. Mahi have a really good chance actually. If they just drive good times, they win this, because Restless are lacking in pace. Cannot Baywak get the job done? Right now in last. That's one opponent out of the way already. And he has made the jump. That was the most difficult part of the map, and he's gone through it. Now he just has to beat Cobra on pace. This might be the 1v1 that decides the entire map. Oh, goes white and drops the gear. So completely messes up the angle, but the other two get it even worse. But J-Swag with a respawn, a huge chance for Cobra. Not a respawn for J-Swag. He has a huge lead now. As long as he doesn't respawn, it's gonna be fine for Restless. And they're gonna take map 1. I have no idea if you can still make it with that. I mean, he can take the loop one more time if he wants to. It's gonna be fine. J-Swag with another respawn, and that's gonna be enough for Restless to win map 1. So in the end, it's actually Baywak who does clutch, but J-Swag with an uncharacteristic mistake. And Mahi 1-0 down. I don't think they expected this to happen at all. So Mahi's first pick is a Pipe Dance, which is the map they beat Jetlag on. But this map can be kind of crazy, and I wouldn't be surprised. Lacanta is an NPC, confirmed. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if they find themselves in trouble here as well. But let's see. Oh, is J-Swag gonna go for it? Yes, he will. What a madman. And he is in first, so you could say it paid off. 4-star for Restless. Anything can happen on pipes. And Mada is also doing that. We can watch Mada next round. Or next match. Let's see the pipes. That looks good for both. Now the second one is probably the hardest. That's what she said. So let's see if they can make it through without a respawn here. Now they're taking it very safe, that's smart. There's absolutely no need to go for the safe route. All you want to do is just take it easy on the pipes. This is pretty good for rounds, I think. Yeah, their skins are decent. This one especially, I like the light blue. I think he's the only one in this match doing it. And this is how wrong it can go. You're trying to gain very little, but you can lose a lot. However, Restless have already fallen apart, so Mahi in full control here. So that's a very nice first pipe for J-Swag. That was perfect. That was crazy good. And he's the only one still alive, so we're just gonna watch him. Yeah, I remember he was really good on tubes too in 2023. Well, never mind. Of course, right after I praise him, he does that. Okay, third time's the charm. No problem. Cobra is 14 seconds behind, and third time indeed he is the charm. Finally makes it through. He's still in second with this. Winning time 1:24. Hail the pipe map. Alright, victory for Restless. It's not over yet. Baywek only 21 seconds behind. Do you prefer the dark blue? That's decent too. Boda would ace Mahi here. I believe you. I think if you just take the safe route everywhere, it's probably faster than the winning time in that round. That would be like 120, I think. Safe way. Cobra struggling a bit. But it's still fine. Mahi can still fall off the pipes. But or Restless can also fall off the pipes. There's the mistake by Baywek. With Cobra going safe, J-Swag in first as usual. Once again, the gaps are huge, and we do have a fight for third at least. This match is a lot closer than I thought it would be. Oh, Baywek with more speed. And we have a battle on the pipes. Baywek does it much better. J-Swag has already finished, and that's almost world record. Insane time. That might be the best time we've seen. Even compared to last week, I don't think anyone drove a time like this. There were a few 114s, but not like this. Yeah, so 119, I think that's what EPOS had. Yeah, last pipe doesn't need to be safe, last pipe is easy. Well, easy compared to the other two, but not easy in general. Definitely not. Now, this is so not worth it, because he loses 1 second every other round. Just because he failed. Simply not worth it. Oh, Kel with a respawn. J-Swag once again, another really good pipe. And it's caught up so much. Can Baywek remain in first? Better approach for J-Swag. Baywek is out, J-Swag is out. Could they even get aced here? Another respawn for J-Swag. Kelv also must have respawned. Up to Baywek now. To deny this. Wait, Cobra with a respawn. Baywek is in first in the end. 126. Yeah, Bodo would have definitely beaten that. That is crazy. And keep in mind, this is the map where Mahi beat Jetlag. So who knows what was happening there. I was too late to join, unfortunately. Should have woken up 10 minutes earlier. Attempt number 5. That was good. Yeah, he only fails in the even rounds. Gets it in the odd rounds. That was close. Yeah, makes sense because Mahi don't look that good here. Like, J-Swag drives an insane time and then dies. And Baywek is just better than Restless right now. But I would imagine Jetlag would beat his times. Well, Mahi could get it over and done with right now. J-Swag falls off. Baywek gets it. And both Restless players get it as well. Oh, one more pipe if Baywek falls off. Which he won't. He's actually been doing a good job here. Even though a lot of his rounds are very slow, but they're still better than Restless rounds.
Draw.
At 8-5. This could still go wrong for Mahi. One Restless ace and it's squeaky bum time. Yeah, this is the run where he should fail it. Oh, he doesn't. He got it twice in a row. Crazy. What a mistake there by Baywek. He got stuck on the inside plastic. Oh, if J-Swag falls off, they're in trouble here. It's Kelv with the respawn. And this should be enough for Mahi as long as they don't fall off right now. Yeah, Kelv is completely in the mud. He's repeatedly failing the first one. Well, now it's not enough. Now it's 9-6. As long as Cobra can stay on. Yeah, takes it very slow. That's good enough. Perfectly fine, but Kelv cannot even finish. Yeah, ace or bust now for Restless. Oh, they gotta get it. There's been so many mistakes on this map, it's crazy. Makes you appreciate Otak's performance even more. Given that he pretty much never fails this. And drives lone 115s every round. Because everyone's been crashing more than 50% of the time. But it's not even close to the truth. Everyone should have over 70, I'd say, here. There's been very few clean rounds, if any. The thing with this is that if you finish first, but you crash a ton, it doesn't count. It only counts compared to the first one. So Baywek, for example, has been getting away with murder. Because he wins a round with 126 and it doesn't count as a crash. Yeah, all of them make it here. Mahi just need one player in the top 2. So far so good, but they have failed the second one a lot so far. Let's see. What is he doing? That actually worked. Nah, he's jumping. Oh, J-Swag is out. And actually, Baywek clutches again. Baywek much better on this map. Despite that 114 by J-Swag. Thought Baywek played much, much better. So many first places here when J-Swag fell off. Yeah, Restless had a chance.
Victory.
Definitely had a chance. 2-0 would have been huge. Yeah, of course it was a much higher level. This isn't even close. On every map so far. I haven't seen any map where a player has been consistently fast. Like, I think Nemesis 3-0 all of these teams. And Nemesis got 4th, for example. Like, Big, Boca, Swift, all of those were much better than this. Hey, Zaku. But the thing is, they don't have to be good. And these two teams and Jetlag are pretty much locked in for global playoffs too. So why bother training too much? They're just gonna take it easy and make sure they're fully trained for global playoffs. I think right now they're just chilling and enjoying themselves. Whereas for Europe, it's completely different. Especially Boca and Swift now. Teams like Big and Nemesis are in a very strange position where they gotta keep performing, but it's not a big deal if they don't, because they're kind of set for playoffs and they cannot really qualify through points anymore. Even Europe, I think, is gonna be of a lower level than stage 1 for sure. And this is so bad to watch. It only works if you watch from the perspective of a player who's kind of far behind, so you can see both of them jumping to their finishes. But when it's a close fight and they jump in the opposite finishes, it's terrible. I think Mahi will get this one done quickly. See next week, but Puff Bros look way better. Yeah, but it's Puff Bros. It's a bit different. They both learn really quick. I will say Baywek has been playing better and better. Which gives me hope that the final will be closer than the winner bracket final. This is so much better than what he was doing before. Yeah, 115. Like he was doing 116 in the good rounds. This is much better. But again, in Europe, this gets destroyed, but here it's enough. Even against Jetlag, this is more than enough. Jetlag don't look good here at all. Nine Moons map has one really good map and maybe one okay map. Yeah, I might change my mind on that, but we'll see in a couple of weeks. I might just try to sneak into top 64 and then make a decision 1 week before the tournament if I want to play. Because I have something else to do. I can play, but I don't have time to train. Well, now J-Swag gained like 0.15 in Baywak with the different strats. I think that's what we should keep an eye on in the last round. Since obviously they're gonna win this. It's not a close match, it doesn't matter really what happens. But maybe he just had more speed going into it, so it's still hard to tell. There's no difference between ace and victory here. Baywak has missed again. Alright, well, with a draw now, they can still win next round with an ace. So not much changes. Victory would have meant... Okay, with a loss now. That's still fine. Baywak with 2 finish misses. I hope they're really close to each other, so it's easier to tell. And we need them to get same entry speed into the section. So far they're really close. Oh, body touches. Let's see, 48. He has gain, but then gets a really bumpy bob after. I guess it is worth it if he's doing it. And it's not as crazy as the jump on pipelines. That will not be enough unless he has a crazy jump here. Oh, that's much better than Cobra, but Baywak fails. Cobra also fails. Can Baywak just make the jump? That actually does register as a finish. I don't know why he didn't just jump normally instead of cutting the ramp. But somehow that was enough. This was a shit show in the Jetlag versus Mahi match. So if Mahi play like that, then Restless have a chance. So maybe they just want to go full safe every round and wait for Mahi to make mistakes in the precision jumps and the quarter pipe jump. Because it looks like they will go for them. Cobra with the lowest crash rate. Baywak with a scammy crash rate due to those first places. Oh, let's see. What will they do? Yeah, he goes safe, but both Mahi players will survive. He's going full safe. Hey, Baywak already with a respawn. Kelvin goes safe but fails. And once again, just like every other round on this map, right after that section, all the players are separated by multiple seconds, and there's nothing to watch anymore. It's still fine for him, he has 3 seconds. You can make this jump no problem, even if you clip the checkpoint there. Chooses not to go safe. It's gonna be fine as long as he doesn't end up in the hole. They're not going safe. You can see how far they're jumping. It means they're going risky. And that's what happens when you go safe. You clip the hole. Well, let's see. So it's full safe route for Restless. Can a Mahi maybe learn on the spot and go half safe, half risky? Both make it. Let's see this jump here. Both make it, and that should be the ace. Because both Restless players have failed the safe route. Again. So Mahi are doing much better than against Jetlag, but this is a type of map where you can get everything right in one match and then everything goes wrong in the next one. So this does not mean that they have a good chance here in the final. It could still go very wrong. And I'm pretty sure Jetlag will want to pick Hoop if they watched what happened here. PB for Baywak. That is okay for a match, I guess. And the problem here for Restless is as long as Mahi survive, they automatically win. Just because Mahi are going for the risky route. Oh, there's the mistake. That's gonna cost him a lot. Has to go for a safer jump. Baywak also really slow here. But if he makes this... Okay, adaptation. Cobra going risky now. Baywak has to readjust. Can he make this jump? Has to respawn. Oh, Cobra with a respawn. Kelv is the only one who's made it. Thought Cobra was in the clear already. No way. Huge throw. Definitely looked like he was gonna make it. Baywak somehow even further behind. I mean, maybe he made the jump and then fell off later. That's the only explanation I can come up with. J-Swag triple respawn, but surely it's not. Never mind. Cobra with a respawn. J-Swag double respawn again. Can any of them even finish? That is the big question now. I think they all get timed out. It's gonna be an ace anyway. It's gonna be an ace. I don't think he has it. It's too much. It's like 18 seconds. 4, 3, 2... No, he doesn't have it. He actually times them out. What a god. He actually times them out. In the loser bracket final. I cannot believe what we're watching. And he went safe. He was the only one who went full safe. Oh, J-Swag is out. Cobra is out. Baywak survives. The only one. But still needs to make this big jump. That looks good. Baywak is on his way. Kelv with the safe route makes it as well. Pretty safe in second. Don't even know how that worked, but he is still in second. Now, Restless still have a chance. It's not over yet. How do you miss by that much? That's over. Like, that wasn't a pixel miss. He missed by 100 pixels. And well, now it's over. Unless... he jumps too far left. The hole does not claim another victim. Bodo needs to move to APAC. You need some tectonic plates to move. But here you'd actually have a chance to do something. Imagine Bodo in global playoffs. That wrestler's got ace now. I don't know how, but they got it. A safe route versus double risky. J-Swag falls off. Yeah, Baywak has been playing better than J-Swag this match, that's for sure. If Australia can be in Eurovision, Croatia can be in APAC. True. I cannot argue with that logic. Oh, this should be 9-5. Baywak jump maxing there. It's actually a good idea that I haven't even thought of. The jump is really easy, so it might be worth it to jump diagonally a little bit. Get one more extra speed. That's gonna be fine, he cannot fall in. A hole. And he does clip the hole a little bit. One more point needed to secure the second spot in the grand final. Surely Baywak has the most first places. 34. It's equal. Oh, probably because of Supercross. Hey, Baywak. He makes so many mistakes in the start. Once again, it's up to Baywak. Is that enough? Just barely. Turned out to be a really good jump. Kolbar with the respawn, so it might be over. He has 5.5 seconds. And will secure the most first places as long as he finishes this. Some more jump maxing. Calvin now with a respawn, but J-Swag was last just for a second. Now it's Calvin last. Low jump. Works out well. Looks like a solid time. And that is gonna be it. Baywak secures the spot in the grand final. So I was told Mada will also go for the big jump into Boxley there. Let's see. As a 1:15.29. Not the fastest time here. We've seen plenty faster in rounds. And he is indeed going for it, as is Bren. But Mada does it the best. J-Swag a little bit behind. Bren already with a mistake there. That is a strange one. Onto the quarter pipe jump. But J-Swag gets the slowdown on landing, and that is terrible for him. But he might be able to take advantage of a few respawns on pipes. Here we go. Works for the top three. Bren very slow. J-Swag able to catch up right now, looking for a draw. He will need the Baywak to overtake Mada if he wants more than that. Let's see what's happening up there. Second one might be the most difficult one. Gap stays around the same as Bren respawns, so J-Swag should be safe in third. Baywak attacking for first. It looks to be very close. Mada gets out of slow-mo first, but then Baywak with the inside line overtakes J-Swag, and Bren still fighting for third. J-Swag should have it, as Bren is a little bit behind. What an inside line there.
Victory.
Huge start from Mahi. And close fight for first. Already looking much better than the previous match with those 126 winning times. Oh, that was the first mistake. He still goes for it though. It's gonna be super slow. Bren also not gaining anything with the risky line. On the jump now. Well, you can't really gain anything, but you can lose a lot. As Baywek does now. J-Swag is failing the easy parts. So once again, it's up to Baywek here to defend. Barely stays on. Will lose a lot though. At this point, he pretty much needs someone to fall off a pipe. Well, never mind. Mada fails the easy part. That was a Baywek into second, and I think Mahi would absolutely take this. This is a fine for them. They just don't want to get aced. Still looking good. That's very risky though. And Jetlag get the ace. Sure. Why not? I don't think he intended to do that at first. Then he realized that it's gonna happen no matter what. So might as well. So getting the ace in style. 4-2. This would be huge for Jetlag. As this is a map that they lost in the winner bracket final. It's not over yet though. Closest start so far. What a turn by Bren. Perfect precision. Double fall off. Like synchronized swimming. They both fell off the pipe at the same time. And this should be an easy ace for Mahi. Perfect opportunity to strike back immediately. They have 8 seconds. Just don't fall off. Which is quite easy when you have 8 seconds. It's not easy when it's a close round. And you can see that they're releasing a lot, breaking a lot, just making sure nothing goes wrong. And that is better than Mada's PB. Online, of course. You can imagine that his offline time is better than that. And this is why it's never over here until you get to the 10-pointer. That was sick. It looks so good when it works. So the only player not going for it is in last. However, Bren with a little clip. Luckily for him, it's plastic, so he won't lose that much. Bren still in last, got a slowdown there too. And this is the part where anything happens. Baywek falls off. The other 3 will make it. Still looking pretty good for Mahi, as long as J-Swag can hold the lead here. Bren quite far behind, so it's unlikely that Jetlag will ace unless J-Swag falls off. Well, Mada is trying, but has less speed than J-Swag. Baywek with another respawn. He was out anyway. Mada falls off now. And J-Swag can just cruise into the finish to secure the draw. Yeah, pretty good time. 27 into 09, that's pretty good for matches. That is a very good consistency. He has massively stepped up from the previous match. Sometimes when you just know you're gonna win, you're not fully focused and things don't really work. But when you're playing against a top level opponent, you really lock in. And that is exactly what the J-Swag is doing. Oh, Mada with an early mistake. Has to go for the normal way. Another very strange mistake that should never really happen. Should put the American region and APAC together, or just get rid of regions altogether. That would be the best solution. Well, right now, a lot of pressure on Brand's shoulders. Needs to make sure to get probably first. Even with second, that's pretty big loss at this point. Yeah, so far so good. But needs to survive 2 more pipes. And J-Swag seems to be faster. Incredible pipe there by J-Swag. Against Brand, who falls off now. And Baywek makes it. And that's gonna be 9-5. I mean, Brand is known as a player who's really good on pipes, but he's just getting smoked by J-Swag here. Looks like Mahe will take pipe dance yet again. Just 1 more point. Any respawn by a jet lag player now is devastating. Especially with J-Swag playing like this. Under 115.4 every round. That's very hard to play against. Oh, and that might be it. That might already be it. How bad is this respawn? It's terrible. Let's see. 7 seconds. So you can gain, what, 0.1 less, maybe? But if you fail, you lose 7 seconds. Yeah, totally worth it, though. Totally worth it. They should know this. They should definitely be aware. That is a nice line. It's not really safe. But he does have 7 seconds. Another respawn for Bren. Just in case 7 seconds wasn't enough. 2 more pipes to go. Ooh. That was very nice again. J-Swag really knows what he's doing on pipes. It's all so controlled. PB for Mada, but not enough. He did his job, but Bren didn't. What is that line? It's only the 3 of these that are doing it. Nobody in Europe does that. Yeah, even if they lose, they would win, of course. As soon as Bren respawned the start, it was over. Because it's not that difficult to go slow on the pipes. And you're not gonna lose 7 seconds. It was too big of a respawn. He just gave them the round immediately. Is good at riding pipes? Seems like it. Even better than Bren. Well, this is how the winner bracket match started as well. 1-0 and then it all went south. How good am I at riding pipes? In-game, very good. Outside of the game, no experience. Here I fully expect Jetlag to demolish them. But let's see, maybe they can do better, maybe they were just hiding pace. Oh, Brent, another mistake, 66% crashes so far. And this usually shows an even lower percentage than the real one. He has not been having a good match so far, but Baywek with a no drift. Might have had really low speed going into it. Oh, Brent's line was off there. Will make it anyway. It's J-Swag who's struggling. I think this is just a loss no matter what. They just look off the pace here. This one you just take on the chin and move on. You try to win beginnings then. Like, it just is what it is here. You guys seem to be very fixated on pipes. Is there something you want to share with the rest of us? Nice, still in third. That's a bit slower than what he was doing before. I think this was the round where they maybe had a chance. But if they're not gonna take advantage of a 120.5 round, then it's gonna be rough. Obviously, you gotta fight till the end, even if it looks like you have no chance. Brand again, very slow, got a bad landing. Chops down all the way to last. Now it's only Mada between Mahi and an ace. And Brand is coming back though. Oh, and J-Swag is out. That is a massive mistake on a map like this. Mada with a little mistake, but still fine. That looks good. Oh, mistake by Baywak. He should still be able to clear this easily, though. It's a very forgiving map in a lot of sections. Big of a release, but he wasn't gonna gain anything anyway. Yeah, ace for jet lag, and this might be for the best. Just get this map over and done with as quick as possible. I think this is the most one-sided map in the entire map pack. Another mistake by Brandon at the start. Seems like he just has to survive, and then later he is pretty good. Your story is yours alone, write it yourself. Actually, not even that bad. Well, Mada has to go safe. And that loses a lot here. Let's see. Yeah, 3 seconds. Now, if Bren fails here... That's low speed, but should be enough. Takes a bigger jump, very smart. Still has a pretty big lead over Baywak. That looks good enough. Just about. A victory for Mahi. Now 1 ace away. Take me where the moss can be touched. Means it's a zesty bottle.
Victory.
Some of the messages are proper weird. Let's see if Mahi will be touching an ace here. Oh, Brent got a good start. It's over for Mahi. That is a 119.5 or better. It's over. Brent is flying. Now can Mada get second here? Oh, Brent with a mistake. That is a very strange one. Just because it's Bren. Like, I'd say it's one of the more common mistakes on this map. I just didn't see it coming from Bren. Because in that turn, you're just gonna throw yourself into it and trust the process. Oh, that's a bit short. Bren with another respawn, but it looks like Mada will get first. Oh, he actually gets overtaken in the end. Is it all falling apart for Jetlag? What is happening? Imagine if Baywek was a bit more trained on this map. They'd actually have a really good chance because Jetlag are playing so much worse than in the winner bracket final on this map. But Baywek has 120.2. Cheerswig is such a giga chad. Yeah, he's been playing really well in both of the matches against Jetlag, and that's a big mistake by Bren. 0.7 on this map is a lot. Not like on the pipe map where 0.7 is nothing really. He is coming back though. You can just see that Baywek is lacking pace. What a nice turn by Bren. Such smooth movement. Alright, this time jumps very safe to make sure it doesn't happen again. Chasewag still in first. I don't think I've ever seen anyone fail this part at all. And I guess this is supposed to be the identity. So it might be a little bit too easy. That's another round win for J-Swag, but Baywek is last again, and that's a PB. Yeah, that's pretty good for rounds, I would imagine. But again, we have a very small sample size. There is a chance here, actually. There is a chance. But Baywek needs to peak. He just needs that one round where he miraculously drives a 119.8 or something like that, and they ace. And then J-Swag wins the last round. Something like that needs to happen. But it won't. Okay, so maybe J-Swag wins the round now, and then the miracle happens. Maybe like that. But Bren is already quite far ahead. Great landing by Mada. Super smooth. But then he overjumps. Barely makes the next one. And drops down to third. Still enough for Jetlag. As long as it stays like this, Baywek is too far behind to do anything. But Bren touches and J-Swag is back in first. Looks like we might be going to sudden death. Big jump by Bren. This is gonna be a little bumpy. Actually, it worked out better than I thought. Another round win for J-Swag. So this is what I mean, right? Just 119 for Baywek, and it could be enough for an ace. Not necessarily because Bren can definitely do better. Well, it has to happen now. It just has to. 58% top ones. Now he's already behind it. This is still fine. It's only 0.25. It can take advantage of any mistakes. Come on. Now it's 42. It's still fine. A wall touch would probably be more than that. But he loses in every section though. Now it's 1 second. Now it might be too much. Now he needs 2 big mistakes. And Bren is peaking right now. Bran is fully locked in for this round. Big jump. This will be clean though. Nah, Bran just too good. This was not the round to ace. That's way too good. You could tell that it was gonna be an insane time. Bran too strong in this round. But they had a chance before, for sure. Opportunity missed, I think. But Mahi have a chance still. J-Swag is my GOAT. He's been the best player so far in the grand final. It's only 2 maps, but if he keeps it up like that, if Baywak steps up a little bit, they have a pretty good chance. So in the previous match, Jetlag dominated this, but it was mostly due to Mahi's mistakes. Not because Jetlag played amazing here. So this one is open. A better start for Baywak than usual. At least he's still in the round. Now who makes the jump? Oh, J-Swag is slow. I think he has to go safe here. No, it's actually perfect. The slowdowns kind of helped him, but unfortunately both Jetlag players made it. It's gonna be very difficult from this point on. They're almost ahead enough to be able to go safe. Now they can definitely go safe. First round and an ace immediately. Strong start. Yeah, Mata doesn't just wheel things. I think Brent went risky as well. This is solid for a match. Especially for APAC. Like, if they do this, I think it's an ace. Automatically. But can they keep it up? Mata so far has not been having a great match, but maybe this is where it all turns around. As both Mahi players have already made mistakes. Mata drops the gear, decides to go safe. Now you can make the jump still, if you drop the gear. You just go a bit wider. Make sure you get enough speed. But he decides to go safe. I mean, he also probably knew that both of them have made mistakes, so going safe there was probably the correct call in that situation. And looks like this will be a complete demolition. Doesn't really matter that Brand respawns. The gap is too big. Mata can of course go safe if he wants to, but keep in mind he's on wheel, so he probably wants to flex. Okay, looked a bit close there on the left. 117 now. Yeah, 117 and 121. Enough to ace. Mostly because they had the lead from the very start. And Mahi are in trouble here. And again, they're playing so much worse than against Restless. Like, they weren't amazing, but much better than this. So it seems like when they face a good team on this map, they completely fall apart. Ooh, double slowdown for Bran. What a map this is. That's not good. How does he not see it? I don't get it. Like, I saw it from here that he's not gonna make it. Well, chance for Mahi to ace now. And that looks good. With a respawn. Mada with a respawn. He made it. Let's see what Bayuak is doing then. Because, again, there's no fights. Honestly, this map at first is really fun to watch because it's very chaotic, but then at some point it just gets boring. Because every round turns out to be like this. And you just have nothing to watch anymore after the first 20 seconds. And this entire part is irrelevant. I don't know what the hell he's doing here, but the gap is too big anyway. Alright, 6-3. 3 aces so far. Again, it makes Otak's performance even more impressive. When you consider that he fails maybe one round in an entire match on this map. Maybe he fails the quarter pipe once and that's it. Every other round is 113 or low 114. And look at how much these guys are struggling. Who we know are really good players, all of them. That's good for Mada, but it's not good for Mahi. 2-for-1 deal on crashes. And Mada will be able to make it. It's the same thing every round. There's nothing happening anymore. Maybe for third place. It's also a huge gap. Like, there's nothing happening here. Let's just watch Mada then. Let's enjoy some wheel gameplay. It's every round. Yeah, Mada's so far been the best on this map, that's for sure. Gets it done. J-Swag decides to go safe. Has to make sure they don't get aced. Oof. Yeah, could have been rough there with the hole. Alright, that's 8-4 now.
Victory.
Mahi gotta get an ace now. One of them has to win this round. Of course, it can still be a draw with a jet-lag player winning the round, but I think that's unlikely. The other one is gonna get last. So Mahi gotta do something here. Oh, Bren. First respawn. Once again, it's on Mada. AWAC. What a bounce that was. He actually didn't make it clean. But bounced off the wall there. New strat discovered. But Mada is so strong here. That's not on me. However, we do have a pretty close match right now. Thanks to Mada's mistake. Now they gotta do this safe. Take no risks whatsoever. You can get 8-7 and you haven't even been playing well. You gotta take that. Yeah, well, result-wise it's close, it's 8-7. As long as he doesn't go in the hole, it's fine. Result-wise it's close, but not a single round has been close. And sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes you keep getting aced even though you lose rounds by a couple hundreds. Brand's been having a terrible time right now. Just can't get anything going. Can't survive that first part of the map. And it's not a joke anymore, it's 8-7. They were 6-0 up at one point. But that just sucks. I don't even blame the player when that happens. the start here also sucks because of that slowdown. This whole map just shouldn't exist. Yikes. Can they make it? And it's over. Again. I mean, Mada can still fail the jump into the bug slide. But even with a respawn, he should still be in third. That's not gonna happen. Nah, they got it. J-Swag with another respawn. Baywak is still the closest. He needs to win this somehow. I don't know how. How does he catch up over a second here? Not like that. Why does he respawn there? I mean, he had no chance anyway, I guess, so it doesn't matter. Good round for Jetlag. Every single round was a shit show. Not a single round was close. But if you look at the result in the end, you'd think it was a crazy tight map. Oh well. 2-1 Jetlag. And we are going on to Supercross. But I think with this, Mahi are in real trouble. Because the decider is Hoop. And they looked terrible on Hoop against Restless. But I gotta win this first to even be able to play Hoop. Yeah, Supercross, I think they should win this. If Baywak steps up, they win this. Because J-Swag was the best player here by far. I think they win this. But then it's highly unlikely they win the last one. Well, let's go map by map. I remember Brent having really slow starts every time. It was always last. At this time he's ahead of Mahi. And he keeps sliding here and it costs him a lot. Oh, goes wide. That's not... You can tell that he is not trained here at all. His lines are way off. Oh, but Baywak with the respawn, and there it begins. Once again, it's up to J-Swag to make sure he gets first. He's bumping around. That's gonna be fine, though. Sometimes it looks really bad, but you actually get to keep gear 3. Has a pretty nice lead. However, one slowdown can ruin all of it. Run with a respawn, but Baywak somehow even further behind. And in the meantime, J-Swag has lost his first place, but gets way more speed. Mada even gets the slowdown. And it will be enough for him to secure first. Mada goes safe. And Brent has lost his third place. Baywak doesn't miss the finish this time. So in the end, yeah, good start for Mahi. Brent has not really been in this match at all. Few good rounds here and there. But overall, way below his usual level. What are these lines by Baywak? A good setup for this though. We'll catch up. And J-Swag is first again. But then touches. Oh, Baywak's so close on the right. Makes it work. And now we get to see which strat is better here. See, Mada pulls away but then loses. And in the end, it's exactly the same. Interesting. Super close round, though. Well, Brent drops the gear. Same as J-Swag, apparently. Bad angle for this as well. Mada needs to secure first here. Cannot afford a slowdown. He is losing compared to J-Swag, but should have the lead though. He's lost like 0.3.
Draw.
Still was enough. Times again, not even close to European times. It's over a second slower. Mahi still with the 1 point lead. Mada doing a good job making sure this doesn't get out of hand. Oh, Brand, that's very slow. Can't even get gear 4. And once again, super far behind. Feels like Mada has to carry hard here. But Mada is only losing with that strat. And J-Swag with a bad bob exit. And it's all flipping around in every section. Yeah, all of them keep their gear this time. Good angle for J-Swag. We'll get a lot of exit speed. From 42nd, that's a good jump. Gets good speed. Baywek has made a jump as well. And J-Swag will secure the ace. It seems like any 115 is enough to win here. Huge lead for Mahi. Surely they don't throw this away. Surely this will be enough, right? That was a strange air brake there. Would have actually made it without the air brake. But completely killed it. But we know he's the fastest player here. So if anyone is gonna come back from this, it's him. Still half a second. Now he's only losing. This is why I don't like the ice slide strat, because you're kind of wobbling the bob and then your exit can be really bad. Oh, drops the gear. He needs to do something here. This is Jetlag's best round so far. By a lot. Needs a crazy identity. No, it looks like Jetlag will be coming back. Well, well. Who knew they had it in them? Double 115. Immediately ace. Best round by Jetlag today on Supercross. This time he doesn't air brake. That's a good start. Run already 0.3 behind without really doing anything obviously wrong. There's so many little things that you can do here to gain time. Oh, Mada with a mistake. Huge chance for Mahi here. If Baywek can beat Bren. Great jump there. Carries so much speed. And all of a sudden it's Bren in first. J-Swag has made a massive mistake. Baywek has more speed, Mada has even more. And there will be a victory for Jetlag, who equal the score on 7-7.
Victory.
They're peaking now. They're playing so much better than before. Match point versus track point. We need to prime J-Swag now. To push this onto map 5. And you can see again, Bren is sliding there. Baywick is not sliding, and look at the difference. But then Baywick is not ice sliding. Bren drops the gear. Manages to get it back before the little jump. That is huge. And all of a sudden, this is on J-Swag to not lose the entire match. Run with so much more speed. That is bad. It could be over right now. That is also really bad. It's like Jetlag just locked in. After getting aced, they've been almost flawless. And just one jump left. Bren even goes safe. And that's gonna be it. Jetlag will win the second region of stage 2 of APAC. Congratulations to Jetlag.